Hey guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we will look at another example which is more in line with the networking world. Let's say we have a requirement where we need a report on all the IP addresses that are permitted on the router access list. For this, we first need to execute the show IP access list command on the router and then run its output through a TextFSM template to extract all permitted IP addresses. Here we are starting off by initiating a simple connection with the router using NetMiko library. I hope by now you have already gone through the dedicated lecture on NetMiko and understand what it does. We then execute the show IP access list command and store its output in the variable getIP. This is followed by invoking the appropriate template, which is then passed using the parseText method. As you must have observed, we are not doing anything different from the earlier example. The process is still the same. The actual difference lies in the template file. Before we look at the template, let's run the command on the router and take a look at the actual configuration. As you can see, we have three IP addresses. One of them is denied and two are permitted, and they both have this permit keyword common between them. This is now going to become our unique string, which we can use as a reference while writing the regex pattern in the template file. Let's look at the template now. As you can see, we have a variable called allow, which is supposed to match a regex string. This regex string is going to match four numbers separated by a dot, and each number can be from 1 to 3 digits long. This pattern matches a standard IP address which has four octets separated by a dot. I have kept this template file and the CLI side by side so that it becomes easier to follow the logic. Now within this start section, we provide a string which is supposed to be the common factor in the CLI output. This statement starts with a dot and a star, which means that one or more repetitions of a character. It's going to match the access list number 10 and 20. It is then followed by \s, which means a blank space. It corresponds with the blank space in the CLI output. Then we have the word permit, which is a literal word matching with what we have in the CLI output. It's again followed by a blank space regex pattern, which again corresponds with the blank space in the CLI output. At the end, we are matching the value of the variable allow, which the template must have captured by now with what we have in the CLI. Finally, we record this value using the record step. Now let's go back to the code and run it and see what we get. As you can see, we are able to successfully capture the permitted IP addresses. I hope these examples were good enough to explain the powerful nature of TextFSM templates and how they can be used in cases where interaction with the output of network devices is required. So with that, I thank you for joining me in this journey, and I hope you find the rest of the course useful as well.